I guess advice that I would give for anyone that says they want to be like a YouTuber. First off, I would say don't limit yourself just to YouTube. So change your way of thinking, because YouTube is a great platform for getting videos out there, but there are lots of different other like platforms and ways that you can do it. I mean, you could distribute it via DVD if you wanted to, but there's like Facebook video and Instagram. There's always new apps popping up. You could go and create your own. So don't limit yourself just to saying, oh, I'm a YouTuber or a Facebook video, or you know, that's the first thing. And then once you figure that out, you're like, okay, what am I? Well, I'm an entrepreneur, or I am a talk show host. And then like, how do I get my videos out to people? Maybe a different platform is better for you. So that's the first step, is don't put yourself in a corner that you don't need to be in. And then when you figure out what you are and what you call yourself, what the world would call you, because the world, I mean, doesn't call people YouTubers. The world calls them, you know, show hosts or comedians or interviewers or like reality TV show stars. So if you're a vlogger, don't call yourself a YouTube vlogger, call yourself a reality TV show person, because that's basically what you are. If you vlog, you're basically a reality TV show, right? You're showing people your daily life. And so I think, okay, so then if the world would call me that, what are some other ways that I can get out my life? I can do it through Facebook, I can do it through Instagram, I can do it through like live appearances. And so you open up all these different options that you can. So yeah, again, don't just limit yourself to one thing. My personal application of that principle was, I would call myself a YouTuber and a magician, all these things, but I'm like, nah, I don't know if like, that's not what I really am, you know? That's kind of like a YouTuber isn't a real thing. And so I was like, what would the world call me? I'm like, okay, the world would probably call me a comedian, right? Or an actor, or a show host. I don't have a complete show yet, but they would I could be put in that category of show host. And then when I stepped back and I saw that, I was like, okay, cool. So if I want to say I'm a show host, maybe what are some things that I can be doing to make it so that I'm more of that? And then I got other ideas, like, well, maybe I could do little segments here and here, and it helped broaden my ideas a lot. Like I said, I set goals. I try and be as real to who I am that I can. I try not to worry, oh, what's my I used to think, what's my audience going to think? What are they going to want? But now I think, what am I going to want to do? Because at the end of the day, if I'm happy with what I'm doing and I'm passionate about it, that's what's most important. Because then whatever I decide to do, if I'm in, a lot of it comes down to making money, because you want to make money. If I'm making just a very little bit amount, but I'm doing what I love to do, I feel better about that than if I'm doing what I don't want to do, but I'm making a lot of money, you know? Now, with making videos specifically, I make sure I'm doing what I want to do. Obviously, staying true to what the people are saying. I don't completely be like, nope, I don't want to hear what you're saying because you don't know me. I listen to other people's inputs, but I make sure that I put myself first, because that's what's the most important. So I do what I want to do and I want to see, and then take in other people's opinions along with that. One thing that I'm trying to work on is getting a business plan. I think like we're basically entrepreneurs. If you go into like the YouTube business or the Facebook, you're basically becoming an entrepreneur. And any good entrepreneur needs a business plan. And so I think a lot of times we skip over that part. But if you take a day and just kind of come up with a business plan, well, I guess the main goal is to inspire people. Like all that is incorporated, but you need to make a living somehow. So you set up a business plan. What are your goals? How are you going to make money? How are you going to distribute that? And then you can figure out lots of different ways to be getting money. I'm just rambling now, but this is that's one thing that I wish I did a little bit better, was having a business plan. Anybody at any size of YouTube channel or Facebook, or any person can create a business plan and figure out ways to make money. Like you can, if you have 100 subscribers and that's it, you can figure out, how do I make money with only 100 people? Maybe I'll sell a wristband. Maybe I sell 1 or 2 or 3, but like anyone can figure out how to make money.